J-Dolls. J-Doll back to answer some more goddamn questions. We're still chopping away at these goddamn screwies. Got a couple more in today, but these are the day olds one. So they go to the goddamn top. I got 2, 4, 5 oldies to get done. When I say oldies, they're like 1 or 2 days old combined. First one is from Cameron Cameron Irk. Set 15 USD, so above the goddamn minimum quota. Appreciate that, brah. Greetings, dog. I've been watching your channel for quite some time now. I wanted you to check out a band if you're interested. You probably heard of the one-man USBM band Leviathan, aka Jeff Whitehead. It's the same Leviathan I'm thinking. Again, dum-dums. I know who Leviathan is. What the black metal band that I'm thinking of is the Massive Conspiracy or some shit. Tentacles of Horror, whatever that is. Not a fucking fan. And I'm aware that there's others. And as far as I'm goddamn concerned, the only fucking Leviathan J-Dog gives a shit about is Chris Barnes' first band. There's a bootleg LP with the demo and rehearsal LP called Rapacious Cadaver. Dog owns it, of course, goddammit. And that was the band Barnes sang in before Cannibal Corpse even existed. I like that, Leviathan. Rest of the shit, well, I mean, honestly, most of them I haven't heard of. Because when you fucking Metal Archives Leviathan, I think there's like 8 of them that come up or some shit. But the most popular one is that BS fucking black metal band. Are they from the U.S.? I never even cared, dude. I just thought this was depressive, cry by a river, hippie ass fucking just garbage. Those fucking goddamn canoes listen to Malignancy, Intruder, and Cannibalism. Highly fucking doubt it. That's got too much sack for that badge over there. AKA Jeff Whitehead. Don't know who fucking Jeff Whitehead is, but I guarantee he's not, doesn't listen to the same tunes as the dog. But have you heard of his demos? I bet they're awesome. Unfortunately, these are very rare to get in physical format. Darn. But luckily, an unknown entity from Russia has put together all his demos in order. That explains it. Russia and fucking Leviathan go hand in hand. Nothing but goddamn garbage. What's wrong with Russia, dog? You ever hear half that Russian black metal comes out of there? Complete unlistenable ass. Granted, I haven't heard it all, but the ones I have heard, I'm like, Jesus, fuck. Who needs this? His username on YouTube is srvmtr.somedemos. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I literally copied and pasted that and put on YouTube, and I couldn't find his ass. Granted, I didn't search super hard. I went about 10 things down, maybe a little bit more than that. I was just seeing some goddamn kiddo Japanese shit and just dumb shit. And I'm like, well, it's definitely not this. So I didn't listen to it, man. I was like, you got to get a little more specific. Send me a goddamn link. I was like, I'm not sitting there searching some shit that I'm 99.9% positive I'm not going to fucking like. I recommend giving it a try. Is Demo 1 2000, Time End Demo 2 2000, Shadow of No Light Demo 4 2000, and Surveillance Demo 2001. You're probably like, what the fuck? I'm not listening to this. That was my initial reaction, but since you paid for it, I did search it, but it didn't come up, and I wasn't spending 20 minutes for a fucking for a paid Scaruni on some shit that I'm virtually guaranteed. I'm just like, dude, it's not the kind of music I like. But I assume you would appreciate it. If it sounds anything like Leviathan. Also want to support too. And if you don't listen to it, won't be offended. Thank you, Great Crestfallen. Crestfallen's a user ID. I'd recognize that. No, I tried to, man. I literally could not find the goddamn thing. I went on YouTube. I just copied and pasted this SRVMTR and I put it in the search box. And I was like, I don't know where the fuck this thing's at. I was like, because the things that popped up, I'm like, there's no way it's this. I couldn't find it. Scroll. I'm like, that's on you, dude. Send me a link. I couldn't find it. Morgan X, paid question. Yo, iDog, how do you feel about lifted trucks? Completely random, nothing to do with nothing question. Though I thought it was funny because I'll get to that in a second. For me, I think they are the ultimate canoe mobile. That's why I thought it was funny because I'm kind of there with you, and I got a little bit more of a harsh stance on trucks too. Also, check out the current band I just joined. We are called Leather Church. Just did that before doing this goddamn because every time I look at the paid skis, I'm like, there better not be no goddamn reviews in here. That involves more work on the dog. God damn it. Got 2 of them. So the one guy, because I did 2 days ago, I was like, well, I couldn't find that shit. Leather Church, I did it, and I think there's one more on here. Yeah, at the bottom, last one on this page. I did his yesterday. So I just listened to him at 5 minutes before recording this goddamn thing. We are called Leather Church. There are some tracks on YouTube. Here's a link to Bandcamp, Leather Church Bandcamp. Tarakian Bitch single. Yep, that's what I found on Bandcamp. I just copied and pasted Leather Church, and there was like a bunch of shit came up. I'm like, the first one I was going to click on, I'm like, it wasn't you guys. Then the one I found with the goddamn chick on the cover. Listen to it. It's good music, but dude, it just sounds like Midnight to me. So to be completely honest with you, for the most part, because I like one or two bands in that style, it's music I don't care about. All the Venom wannabe bands, Motorheads, I wasn't like I kind of don't care, to be honest with you. I was like that when I first heard Midnight too. And full disclosure, I am a Midnight fan, but I'm not the biggest goddamn fan by any stretch of the definition. They're not even close to Deicide on my fucking fandom rater. Now I like Athnar. I like him as a person more than I like the band. But do I like Midnight? Yes. Do I own their records? Yes. But am I jamming them all the time? No. I think Satanic Royalty is the best thing they've fucking done. Unholy and Rotten is their goddamn hammer smash face, and they hammer smash face J Dog's fucking nads by not playing it pretty much goddamn every show I'm at. Why the fuck they wouldn't play their best goddamn song is beyond fucking me. Prowling Leather's a fucking great song off No Mercy for Mayhem. And then a lot of the albums, the songs they kind of blur together for me, some of them. But as a whole, Satanic Royalty is my favorites. Berlin is Burning. That's a fucking great song. That was that that was one of the 12-inch singles? Or was that the split with Toxic Holocaust? I can't remember, but that's a fucking great song. They have other really good songs, but the only band I really enjoyed too that was at Midnight Worship was from what I understand, they just did one record, so I highly recommend checking out. Hell's has had it in stock several times. Sales pitching. Suck a dick and take a cock in the ass at the same time, brah. Sales pitching my ass. We didn't have it in stock for years. I found it on the site, and we just got to restock. News to fucking me. Is the band Chapel from fucking Canada. I forget Black Rock and Roll. Is that? I mean, that's a Midnight song, so total Midnight ripoff. Is that what it's called? I want to say it wasn't that much of a ripoff. Anyways, it sounds exactly like Midnight. It's Canadian Midnight. Even they put the images, the black hoods and shit. But yeah, that was a really good album. I must say, I thoroughly did enjoy that. But like, yeah, I prefer like if I'm going to listen to worship bands, I prefer a Carcass worship band or Deicide worship band for sure. The Venoms and stuff, I just don't. I mean, Bewitcher, I do enjoy them too. Um, I didn't listen to their newest record, not for any particular reason, I just didn't. But I like the record that I don't know what the fuck it's called, pulled it a million times. The one that Shadow Kingdom put out and the self-titled. Those are the ones I've listened to the most. Those are good albums. Good, really good band live too. Thoroughly enjoy them live. Seen them 3 times, I think. And that's in that Motorhead Venom worship. But Leather Church, I think it has potential. It's good music. It's easier to digest than another war metal band. It's easier to digest than another goddamn raw black metal band or another brutal death metal band. So it'll be easily memorable, and it is enjoyable music. It's just I'm not interested in having 100 bands in that style. But I will say this: anybody that if you love Midnight, you love Venom, you love Motorhead, those are the bands you prefer 100 of them whole hand over fucking fist. I recommend checking out the Leather Church for sure. It's right up your goddamn alley. Oh, what do I think of lifted trucks? Oh, dude, don't even get me fucking started on that. Canoe as fuck. Dude, I do what you want. Don't give a fuck. But to me, it's just kind of like, kind of douchey, but also stupid as fuck. Unless you're using a truck for any type of business or you have some type of farm, you're hauling shit around, like you need the actual back to haul around. You got no business owning a truck. That is the dumbest fucking decision financially. Also, too, unless you're like making high 6 figures a year where you have disposable income, you're paying all your bills easily, and you went and bought that $60,000 truck and you just wrote them a check. Whatever, here's your 60 grand. Boom. If you're going to do that and you're still putting money away every month, fine, also pass because you disposable income. Reason I say it's dumb, dude, is they're gas hogs and they're an expensive vehicle. If you're just driving from your house to a, like, let's say you have an office job, but you're driving in a truck, what that dude, that dumb alert, dumb alert, rear, dumb alert, dumb alert, rear. It's fucking, what are you doing, dude? You're just pissing away fucking money, slobbering all over the place talking about these fucking hillbillies. It's just completely fucking dumb. But again, if you need it for business, you're actually hauling shit, or you don't, money's, you know, is not a big issue for you. You can easily pay it, then fine. But if you're just, yeah, you're making $20 an hour or whatever, and you're driving a truck, why? Like, it's a complete fucking waste of money. You're spending double the gas, and you could be just driving around a car that's half the goddamn price. It's a complete waste of goddamn money. Yeah, but dog, I like them. I would like to have a Lamborghini, but I can't fucking afford it. It's not. It's just. I love when people say, I need this or I want this. It's like, you can't fucking afford it. If you can, fine. No worries. And go do whatever the fuck you want. I don't own a Lamborghini because I can't afford to own a fucking Lamborghini. Well, dog, I can't afford it. You can't afford it, brah, because every time I fucking bring something up, you're like, oh, man, I'll have to wait for my paycheck. I know guys like this, or at least met guys. Have to wait for my pay. Dude, if you need to wait for your paycheck to pay for something that's 20 fucking bucks, you can't afford a fucking truck. Trust me. Or you're living paycheck to paycheck. You can't afford a fucking truck. Granted, do I care? No. Do what you want. I don't dislike the person. It's just when I see that, I'm like, another financial idiot. Like, what are you doing? You shoot yourself in the goddamn foot. Get something that's more fucking affordable to save you some loot. Then if you get to the point where you have the fucking loot, then get your dumbass truck. So yeah, and then every time you see someone stuck, jump out of them, it's always usually a canoe. Not always, but usually a goddamn canoe. Where it's like, dude, nobody thinks you're tough because you're driving a stupid ass fucking truck. At least I never thought that. So yeah, and if they're lifted, yeah, absolute canoe. CJ Benton, paid question. What's up, J Dog? When the fuck is HH going to get impaled monometally on vinyl? I don't know. When the fuck is Tank Crimes going to repress it? I offered for Hells to do it. That's and well, actually no, it wasn't Tank Crimes. That was who put that out? Was it Tank Crimes or was it Necropolis? It might have been Necropolis. Yeah. Necropolis were fucked. I already tried doing Dead Shell, Dead Remain. I would like to do because Monometacolia exists on vinyl. There's 3 different colors. Dog owns it, of course. Goddamn it. There's green vinyl, I think red vinyl, and maybe black. I got that when it first came out. I got them off of Raul, the drummer, and it's kind of half-assed though. There's no insert, like no lyrics. It's just a cover on a fucking record. And even if it wasn't half-assed, it's way due for a fucking new pressing. When did that album come out? 2003, I think. 02, 03, somewhere around there. It's 20 goddamn years out of print. So would Hells be interested in doing it? Fuck yeah. But again, Necropolis, what, 30 fucking grand? Literally. What? I'm not paying you fucking 30 grand for something we're gonna press 500, maybe 1,000 LPs. Let's just do the math. Let's say this for simple numbers. Let's say we pressed 1,000 LPs, right? And after manufacturing costs and give the band their copies, whatever the total unit cost, let's say that our unit cost is $15. Let's say we sell them for 25. Let's just mark it at $10. Let's just say $10, which is usually never that much, by the way, either. And let's just say we sold all 1,000, even though, well, you had to give the band some, so you didn't sell 1,000. You probably give the band 200, usually 20%. But let's just use simple numbers. 1,000 copies, $10 marked up. That's 10 grand. So we're gonna put it out, do all this work, move them, pack them up, ship them out to lose $20,000. Like, how much money do you think someone's making off a vinyl record? Like, it's asinine. If he says, "Yeah, I'll license you for 1,000," okay, yeah, that's reasonable. He has to do no work, literally, mind you. All right, we'll give you $1,000 to license it. Sure, that's fair. That's completely fair. We're not talking about fucking licensing Tupac or Britney Spears or something that Sony's selling thousands of copies of. That's completely different. We're talking about again, and I didn't even think for that. I don't even think we do 1,000 LPs. We probably do 500. That's if we did 1,000 LPs. Probably 500. So that's literally the bullshit you get to deal with in this world. Now, granted, that's an extreme example. That's not that bad for most cases. 30 grand. Although I remember some fucking band, not going to say who nobody knows who it is. I guarantee there's maybe 5 people that are aware of the fucking band, or at least listen to the band. Never even done an album to date, put it this way. Not popular by any stretch of the fucking definition. We wanted to do a demo release of their stuff, of their demos, and the guy's completely out of the fucking loop. Oh, how's 10 grand? How about, dude, I'm not giving you any money. what it will do is we'll press 1,000 CDs. If we do a vinyl 500, you get 15% of the pressing. That's the deal. There's not even money. Like this is going to take us 3 years to move all the copies. We just want to put it out for ourselves and educate some of the newer guys because it's an old band. Stuff came out in the 80s. I'm not going to say who, but this guy, get lost, Rob. 10 grand, nobody the fuck even knows who you are. Fuck that, leave off on this goddamn shit. Oh yeah, this guy's the last one, CJ Benton. I need that shit stat. One of my favorite albums of all time. Keep up the kayak bashing, you maniac. Yeah, it's a great fucking record. That's the deal. We can't do it, but if somebody else does it, we definitely stock it 100%. And it's not my favorite album of all time, but I like that album very, very, very much so. We Belong to Ed. That song is fucking phenomenal. Rage the States. I mean, just great record. Nick Durst, paid question. Sup, J Dog? I'm just curious about an opinion that you shared a couple times. When you say Gates to Purgatory 1984 by Running Wild is better than any Priest album, did you mean to say Saw? Proofread your shit, Braz. Did you mean that's what they wrote to Saw? Running Wild is the better band. What the fuck he means by that? I'm thinking he's saying, are you overall saying that Running Wild is a better band than Judas Priest? I mean, first off, the funny thing is when people almost are appalled by that statement, and I'm getting the vibe you are, which I don't give a shit if you are or aren't, is it's like, what's so appalling about that statement? The only reason that people constantly say Priest is a better band, that's just an opinion. The only reason you feel you have to say that is because Priest was before them. Priest influenced Running Wild. How are they that much better? And by default, who do I like more if you count albums? Me personally, I like Priest more because I do like more Judas Priest records than Running Wild records. Granted, most of Running Wild records I never listened to, and a couple later ones I heard a song here and there. I told this story on YouTube. Oh, it's actually pretty good. What the fuck is this? I don't remember if it was Pile of Skulls or whatever the fuck it was. So I do got to go back and listen to some of our albums, but I remember listening to Port Royal and thinking it sucked. So I kind of stopped there. So officially, all I own is 3 albums. The studio albums I own, Gates of Purgatory, which is, there's no debate, that is the best. Don't come over here and say anything fucking stupid, some 90s dumbass album. Gates is the best, by a very large margin, too. Brandon in Exile, the second album, extremely good, not as good as Gates. And then I like Under Jolly Roger, they're also very good, but not as good as Gates. Remember Port Royal Staken, but I literally, last time I heard it, I'm almost positive I was 18 years old. So going on 21 goddamn years ago. But to say, like, you're allowed to like Running Wild more, that is not an appalling fucking statement. If you're saying who's more influential, who changed the metal scene, spawned the fucking genre, etc., more, well, yeah, Priest. But that doesn't make it. It's who you enjoy more. That's just personal preference. That's literally like saying you pick some mom and pop pizza shop that's better than Pizza Hut, and somebody's, this guy's a fucking idiot. Pizza Hut sold millions of, it's a franchise and sold to much more people. That's kind of what you're comparing it to, dude. Judas Priest is franchise fucking metal to a more underground band. Running Wild, it's not fucking underground by any stretch either. But you realize that's kind of what you guys are doing when you pull that shit. Because they sold more records than around beforehand. Pizza Hut was around before and sold more pizzas than the mom and pop shop that sends them home on a stretcher. Now, because I will say this, Gates to Purgatory, in my opinion, if I compare any Priest album that I like, I'm sorry, I like Gates more. By a very large margin, too. But I like more Priest albums. I mean, are you going to honestly tell me, and which I do think Rock and Roll, I think that album fucking blows, but the people I've had, you telling me that Rock and Roll, that's better than Gates to Purgatory? Get those eardrums checked, fucking grandpa. That's geezer fucking rock in comparison. I can understand the statement of like British Steel's better, which I disagree, but I can at least see that. Screaming for Vengeance is better. Okay, shit like that. All right, they're not at least completely talking about it out of your ass. But Rock-a-Rolla is better than fucking Gates? Dude, I'd get that fucking head examined by Doc immediately. Because no, it's not. Was Rock-a-Rolla first? Yeah. If that didn't exist, would Running Wild not exist? They probably still would. Let's cut the fucking shit. But maybe not. It's a possibility. But if I was Vegas was taking bets, and we could go in that goddamn time machine and change history, I would still bet that they would, because it's not like Priest is the only goddamn band they're listening to. I'm sure they're inspired by Sabbath and Maiden, etc. So you can cut that fucking horse shit out. But yeah, no, I meant every goddamn word I said. And I am a Priest fan, and I own several albums, probably more than your dumbass physically owns. Someone's going to say something fucking stupid. You're probably just listening to YouTube anyway. So tape on that fucking mouth shut. Tired of hearing stupid shit by guys that don't even own a fucking copy. It's like, so just by default, I'm a bigger fan than your dumbass is. But yeah, I'm sorry. Which do I prefer? Running Wild. Just do, goddammit. But if somebody says Priest, do I understand? Yeah. Not a right or wrong answer, my goddamn book. That's goddamn Paskey. Let's get this fucking one out of the way on this page. Mike Party, paid question. What's up, dog? Mike here from Ardent Nova. That's the band, Ardent Nova. And that one I did find and I listened to. Since you did a review / shout out for Lecherous, thought it would be cool if you gave our debut a listen. And I did. And give us a review as well. Love the channel, brother. Let's send all the posers home in a body bag. Here's a debut on YouTube. Yep, a goddamn fucking link that worked too. Yeah, it's melodic. It was like stuff like Amon Amarth and shit, early Amon Amarth. You know what's funny is when I was listening to it, it reminded me of, because I also reviewed that band Malice Divine, which is, it's in the same category as that fan base, that melodic, black, death metal, very polished, very professional. And it's funny because a lot of guys, especially a lot of guys I'm affiliated with, friends and associates, the real heads, that's kind of music is the first thing they'll rip on. Like, for example, Scott and I did for God Dethroned in the interview. That's commercial fucking garbage. How is it commercial? Because it's fucking, yes, it's professionally done. Yes, it's very, the recording's clean. But let me ask you this. All these guys, though, including Scott and I, they say that shit about the bands that are doing more of the extreme music, bringing that type of production into it. But it's like, you guys are all fans of Iron Maiden. You guys are all fans of Judas Priest. That shit's all polished as fuck, too. They didn't ruin the songs. Yeah, but that's heavy metal. It's allowed to be polished. Why? You like raw heavy metal shit, too. Does that mean the raw shit's better than Priest and fucking Maiden? I never understood that. Now, when it's canoe as fuck, like me hating on the fucking twink core and just the chugga dumb shit, I'm like, it's commercial in a sense because, dude, this is literally like Limp Bizkit, Slipknot commercial fucking garbage. God Dethroned is, and again, the keyboard thing's Big D, which he's completely wrong on. It's mostly a black metal band, and most black metal bands, or at least a lot of black metal bands, such as Emperor, that everybody fucking blows, use keyboards. So I don't know what the deal is. I said it's a death black metal band, but it's about 80% black metal, 20% death metal. So it's more black metal. So keyboards are allowed in black metal, right? At least by black metal, death. Nobody thinks, what the fuck? I've got a black metal record, it's got keyboards. So that cancels that fucking bullshit ass statement out. Lyrics are badass as fuck. God Dethroned, good name. Kick ass. Henry's vocals are fucking awesome, in my goddamn opinion. Blasting drums. Since when is blasting drums commercial? I'm sorry to break it to anybody. Blasts are extreme. Now, whether you like them or not, that doesn't mean every album of blast is good. That's extreme. Blast beats are extreme. That's what helped develop extreme music. It was primarily came into grindcore, is when blasts were being used. What's commercial bullshit about it? Yes, it is a professional commercial recording, but the music itself, sorry, mom wouldn't like it. Again, I don't want to hear about your fucking 16-year-old goddamn mom. Those don't count, goddamn it. Talk about of eligible age. Grandma's not going to like it. Sure going to like that Maiden album. Brave New World by Iron Maiden. That is a great album. Dude, that is the most commercially fucking overproduced fucking record I've ever heard in my entire motherfucking life. Still a good album. Didn't ruin the songs. It was still jamming heavy metal. And the funny thing is, for example, that's an album Big D likes. Why does that get a pass? Well, death metal's not to be allowed to. Where the fuck is this rule that says death metal can't have a clear recording? Don't be wrong. I do prefer shit a little nastier sounding. Do you want every album to sound the same? I mean, let's call it like it is. We're already positioning ourselves in a corner, very narrow-minded as is, that we're only listening to this select genre. Now everything's got to have this rule on it. Now there are some rules. Don't come over here saying they fucking stupid. I don't want to. I don't want a goddamn homeboy fucking fest. I don't want these fucking rap and shit into it. But now you're nitpicking even the recording. It's gotta sound like this. It's gonna get to a point where it's shit. Unless it's recorded in a basement, it's fucking sucks. It's commercial. What? What? But that's standard. And then people that say that shit about like God Throne, or in this case, what's this fucking guy's band's called? Ardent Nova. It's like if you're gonna say that, then I guess Big D was right all along. Scream Bloody Gore kind of sucks. It's an overproduced studio album, demos only. That's his line. Demos only. This sounds all polished and shit. And every one of you shout and scream, "What? Who said that? I don't agree with that. What?" Right. So where does it stop and begin? But I noticed that, and I just thought of it when I was reviewing your band, dude. And I'm like, you know what? It's funny because the guys that were kind of ripping on the comments of Malice Divine is like, why is this? What is so deplorable? Like, just like when I went back and put out Amon Amarth, the earlier albums, I'm like, yeah, it's more radio friendly sound. And I'm like, but it's kind of like black and heavy metal death, melodic death. I mean, I was like, it's pretty good goddamn music. I'm like, what is commercial and trendy about it? The only thing commercial is the production and the professional. Music didn't suck though. There was no goddamn Cyborgs halves. There was no Chugga Lugga. There was no fucking Pantera. Just this tough guy fucking just please the hillbillies. I mean, it was still fucking kind of extreme topics. Again, I'm talking about the Crusher and One Cent from Golden Halls. Those are the only two I listen to. I'm assuming the later ones suck. Well, who knows? Maybe they don't. And by the way, I'm not sitting there saying that the first two Amon Amarth are just amazing. But as I'm putting them on, I'm like, why are people ripping on this man that bad? I'm like, this is definitely solid shit. And if I ever meet anybody in the random paninis, and he says, "Yeah, dude, I love metal, dude." He's like the first two Amon Amarth's favorite albums of all time. I'm not looking at that guy like he's an idiot. The what's here the Pantera. I'm looking at him like he's a fucking idiot. Yeah, Amon Amarth guy. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, favorite. Wow, that's a bold statement. Better than Deicide, huh? Oh, okay, but I could see that. I was like, yeah, that's actual real metal. But that for whatever reason, that style got I don't know, just the UG guys just went harder than I thought was necessary. That's what I think. So my review for your band, dude, I thought it was pretty good. So if you like melodic black and death metal, some thrash in there, everybody check out Ardent Nova because I did think it was it was enjoyable. To be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, out of all the stuff that I think for the paid questions, for the paid reviews, I think my two favorite things that I enjoyed the most, might be forgetting somebody, was you guys and the Malice Divine. That was like on the first listen, I'm like, oh, this is entertaining. I'm enjoying this. Am I running out and buying an LP? No. Is it super original and not been done? It's been done a million times. It has, but I'm like it. But again, that music's more digestible, so you can kind of get away with it a little bit more. Because always hearing the cool guitar solos and shit, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's a bit refreshing. Maybe because I don't listen to a ton of bands like that too. That's why it's a little bit more maybe a little more refreshing to my ears, as opposed to hearing just the way more extreme shit all the time. It becomes a little bit. It's better. It just gets to the point where it's like you better have some songs because dog's seen it all and fucking heard it all. But yeah, you like the melodic shit. You love Carcass Heartwork. Not saying it sounds like Carcass Heartwork, but you know how that's melodic metal. Check out the goddamn Ardent Nova. You're probably gonna fucking love them. So definitely respectable shit. But yeah, the Cavalt black metal guys, and then the '80s demo guys that are only raw is real. Which again, I like that shit too. But it's like I don't just want that. I don't want only Nihilist demos and Necrovore demos and Malfader demos and fucking Grave demos. I mean, I love that shit, but I don't want only that. I was like, you can toss a Vader album in there every now and again too. What the fuck? I mean, I don't want to just strictly listen to one goddamn thing. So, I'll leave that up to goddamn Paul Levy. Comes with the turns, you know the really do. But I'm asking in the morning later, goddamn it.